a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Black Knights will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Graves. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Tell you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. And you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lindsey. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Finding an escape route. On his feet at the 40. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And running the option is so important for that quarterback, man. Making the right decision. Nice job sucking the defense in, pitching the football, and then look at it. The extra...
It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So the Army Black Knights offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Oh, better look out! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Now on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got fourth down.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found... with crevices and made a nice gain before being run out of bounds. Gets the back moving on the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This offense has it with really good field position. Look out, he's got room, looking for more room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They'll turn to the read option, trying to find the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Quick toss. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Falcons! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Trying to power it in. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
How about that? They go with the ground game. Keep it on the ground for the 2-point conversion. That runs the football really hard, sneaks it in there, gets them 2 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And nice answer by this defense. You give them a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. 3rd and long, and the defense dialed up. Heat, and more heat.
And I love that. I love being aggressive on 3rd and long. I want the ball out of the quarterback's hands. I want to find a way to play man coverage on the outside. I want to make it very uncomfortable for you. I don't want to give you time, and the defense did just that.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And your Air Force Falcons will take over 1st and 10.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the timing just a hair off.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Falcons will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off-play action on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Army! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. On the option. He'll do it himself. Got a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Sends it back in motion to give to the big fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. On the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
This time he's got it. That play, but a little bit short of the first down. When you've already sent your punter around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. On target to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Gets it out fast. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, the running back using his speed.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he fingers. The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Black Knights! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 13 on the play. Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Falcons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The give to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a... There he goes! They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Goes to the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The option look. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Breaks the tackle.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he's knocked down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Give to the fullback. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
On the option, he'll pull it on the read. Finding open areas. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Falcons are rolling down the field. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And you've got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. You get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he had just enough to will that one home. That brings him to within 1.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open and runs through another one. Touchdown, Army! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll line up to go for 2. Gets the back moving. Smith wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's into the end zone. It is good, and now it's a 2-possession game, a 9-point lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this...
He's loose. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pick catching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 18 to Coastal Carolina. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Air Force. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Smith dropping to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field.
On the set.
To the there on first down. Got the back over the middle. Still running at the 40. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. The toss to the outside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He gets it in. Touchdown, Falcons. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Now on the move. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops.
Touchdown, Air Force! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Black Knights will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Calls his own number. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big third down opportunity to either...
Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Falcons! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 40, there he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Moves away as he feels pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This is a designed run, and they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Open spaces. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, or maybe you can do it.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally...